Let me tell you something. Sensitive man is weak. Have you ever been in a place where your friend starts complaining about his entire life, his work, his girlfriend, his sexual life? I don't know. Everything. Let's talk about it. I can use myself for instance. I was complaining about my job, and there was a friend of mine. He started to say, why don't you change them? Are you still going to go through it? You know that you don't like it. You know that you're not learning anything. Are you still going to complain about it, or are you going to do something to change? Yes, let's dive into it. So I was complaining about my job a few months ago, and then he told me, I know that you saved some money. You can live without a paycheck for months or even a year, so you don't need that paycheck. Try to build something. I know that you have the money, so try to build something. Then I decided to listen to him, and one of the first things that I was trying to do is this YouTube channel. I started to post videos every single day. He saw how I was into it, and then he decided to call me to, take a look at his place, take a look at his company, his office and everything, try to meet some people. I started to do some jobs for him and everything for free, because I wanted to learn. I wanted to, know how he was doing everything, because he was being an entrepreneur since the beginning. Like, I think this my friend, he has never had a job before. Like, since the beginning he was an entrepreneur, and he was selling his services for something. He was selling his expertise. So the thing is, everybody wants to say what is good for you, what is good to listen. Everybody is always talking about what is good to hear, but a few friends will talk to you the straightforward truth. And this is the real friends, the friends that want to see you change. There was another friend of mine. He told me to reflect about my life. What did I do in the past? And the first thing that he told me is to take a pen, take a paper, and start writing everything that happened to me on my professional life. Since the beginning, like, I was living in China, so it didn't count. But after I came back to Brazil, I got my job, I was doing a couple things. Try to write everything that you learned, that you was doing, and try to write, but be very honest with yourself, that the things that you're supposed to do because you knew how to do it, but you didn't do it. Was it because of lack of time? So be honest with yourself and write everything down. So I started to write everything, and the reflection came into my mind that most of the times I was trying to do many things at the same time, like multitasking. I was trying to help a friend of mine, getting some commissions. So I was trying to sell his services, but in the end, my daily job, I wasn't doing what I supposed to do. I was trying to sell services. I was trying to sell some product that the company that I was working for don't sell it, because I wanted to get some commission outside. And then because of it, I wasn't, on my 100% on this company. So after that, one of the things that I learned is multitasking is nearly impossible, because everybody has the same 24 hours and you cannot deliver 24 hours to do a lot of stuff unless you have a lot of money and you can hire a lot of people. If you are doing the things, if you are doing everything, you only have 24 hours. You cannot give your 100% to do multitasking to many companies. So try to focus at the beginning to learn and to work on your job. Unless you met a lot of people, then you can start moving to another company, trying to be a salesperson and try to work at commercial services. So this is the idea. If you want to do anything, no matter what, you can be very good at finances. You can be very good at, I don't know, accounting. But in the end, if you really want to be an entrepreneur, you gotta sell something. No matter if it's a service or a product, you gotta sell something and you gotta understand how to do it. But let's talk about reflections, because this is the focus of today's video. So this is some tips for you to reflect about your life and what is the stage that you are into. So the first tip for you is to start journaling. Like, you don't need to do journaling every single day if you don't have the time, but make it a weekly routine. You know, try to do something very consistency and try to look back after a couple of months. Try to look back and see how did you improve. The second tip is work in silence. Don't share with people unless these people can help you in some way, like with network, with some experience advice, I don't know, or even a partner. But if they cannot help you, don't share with them. Third tip, surround yourself with people that want to improve as you wish. For instance, you're trying to be an entrepreneur and you got many friends that want to be an entrepreneur as well. This is the only way that you can improve yourself and be better. Fourth tip, try more. Don't be afraid of failure. You can only fail if you try, but you can only be successful if you try it. So if you don't try it, you can get failed, but you don't know the opposite. For instance, you can build a business that nobody has it and you can be successful. But if you don't try it, you cannot even fail, you cannot even be successful. So just try it, don't be afraid. If it depends on money, try to raise money with hedge funds. Try to build a project, try to build a presentation to present to investors. Raising the money, it is not the hardest, but try to first understand what your business is about. And if your business is very interesting, let me tell you something. There's a lot of investors that want to invest their money in new businesses, but they only will invest what they understand once you present to them. Finally, let me tell you something again. Sensitive man is weak. If you're complaining about your life with many friends, with many people, let me tell you something. You are the one that will lose opportunities and your friends, because they don't want to be close to a guy that is only complaining about his life and cannot improve himself. If he cannot improve himself, how is he going to improve the others surrounding him? That's it for today's video, guys. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you on the next video. Oh, by the way, don't forget to like this video if you like it, subscribe to this channel if you didn't subscribe yet, and I'll see you on the next video.